This is Gus.
And I'm Chad.
Nice to meet you. Hey everyone, welcome to episode number 5 of Chad and Gus.
Number 5.
Nice to meet you. Today we have Mr. Patrick Curry. From
A.K.A. Tony.
A.K.A.
My middle name is Anthony, so both are correct.
But it's Patrick.
It is
and
Patrick.
He's from the Loon.
The Loon Cafe, St. Paul.
A fantastic place for you to check out, and we're going to get into talking to him
On St. Peter Avenue, come on by.
Yeah. What is the address? 400 St. Peter?
I think 424.
420.
4.
4.
24. Actually, I'm not.
Yeah, everyone's like, ooh,
Don't sell
yeah.
it as the wrong kind of place. Everyone's lined up now. They're
Yeah.
like, what? What's happening?
Hey,
like
you
this.
know what? We're post-pandemic. We'll take any business.
I'm here for the weed.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, you got to buy a couple drinks first.
I saw the show.
Yeah.
I saw the show.
Yeah, well, we will play the Grateful Dead. We will not play fucking Fish.
Oh, well, so
I love fucking fish.
it's a particular.
How does that
that's why it's 424 and not 420
Yeah,
because they won't play. Because they won't play fish.
On, yeah. How many hippies does it take to screw in a light bulb? They don't screw in light bulbs, they screw in smelly sleeping bags.
Oh, no. Oh, so this was what happened. This was going down. There was a guy that was in a wheelchair, in an electric wheelchair. And he came out, and awesome dude. He had a stroke, but he came out by himself so he can be more independent, which is amazing. And I loved it. It was fantastic. He had to go to the bathroom, and he needed a little help. Yeah, when you say, I
kind of know where it's going.
I was the only guy working that day. So it was me and a bunch of women. And they're like, hey, I got my guy that's in the bathroom and he might need help, but he's trying to be independent. Can you go and check on him? At what point did I become a PCA?
It's just part sometimes the job, I guess. If you're
What do you think?
I'd say very good on you if you did that, though.
So I went in there, and he was not a very light man. But I grabbed him, and I picked him up, and I was like, don't worry, I've seen everything already. I've done everything already. And it was just like, I had him up, grabbed him, and his stuff was all over the place.
by stuff you mean penis.
Yeah.
And testicles.
Yes.
Penis and testicles.
Also all over the place, like
Dude,
like he was well
try
endowed.
to pick somebody up. Please.
Well, he may have had flappy old man balls.
Yeah. Just,
Puts it on.
Yeah, just please. All right, I'm going to unzip right now, and I want you to try to pick me up, and I'm just going to lay it like this. All right? Yeah, I did it. I did it all. Grabbed him, picked him up. I was like, don't worry, dude. I got you. Helped him out, and he enjoyed his time there. Like, nobody knows what I did for him.
Yep.
Yet, whatever. I'm just going to go in there. I'm going to do my job, and that's that.
That's quality service. That's why you go to Gus.
Did he go on the Yelp or and Facebook and give you a 5-star review?
His granddaughter actually went on there and said that he had the best time.
Awesome.
Right.
So there you go, man. Yeah, exactly. That's right.
But
we talk about being terrible.
Yeah.
We're not terrible. We're really good at this job.
We're really
we
good
care.
people in
we're
general.
nice people. We're misanthropes, but we're good people in general.
Well, the job makes you a misanthrope.
How long have you been in the industry then?
Well, it's funny you should ask. Roughly 20 years. Maybe a little. Actually,
that is
so. Yesterday was
longer than I've been alive.
Yesterday was Easter.
Considers those first few years unimportant.
Yeah, the first 10 years I don't remember.
All right. So yesterday was Easter, right?
Right.
All right. So that would actually mark my 21st year as a bartender. I've been involved.
You're embarking on the 21st year.
No, it's
or
already
solidified.
been embarked.
Yeah.
So Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, today is Monday.
Yeah. Easter Sunday 2000 was my first shift ever as a bartender. Before that, I'd been working at the same establishment where I started bartending. When I had been, I'd been bar backing, doing the door, just kind of.
Okay.
So
Some
even
type of-
longer. That's
some-
still, it's
some
still
type of
service industry,
factotum.
but we do
Yeah.
kind
That's
of
still-
focus on front of house. But
But I'd been the world's worst computer hardware salesman out of college. But I made my rent for 4 years doing it, which is bizarre to me. And then
Did they have cup noodles back then too?
cup noodles?
Yeah, the cup noodles ramen.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just remember timelines.
Yeah. I feel like I was made fun of, and I don't know how. I'm breaking the fourth wall.
Well,
I'm addressing the camera directly.
Please help. Blink if you need help. But so here's the thing that I wanted to bring up. I would say 90% of the people you say bartender, they think of your face.
Really?
You just look like. Do you feel like you didn't have a choice but to be a bartender?
I always say only.
Like I've seen you working, and I'm like, that's a bartender right there.
Well, I always say there are two things I could do in life: be in the emergency services or be a bartender. I have family, extended family, who've done both. My mom's uncle in bars in Queens. She's from New York, obviously, and I have family on my mom's side of the family, especially in Ireland, who from both her father's side and her mother's side, who own bars in that country. So I think there's something.
Where are you from?
I'm from here.
Whoa!
Yeah. No,
wait,
you don't
what?
ever meet people from St.
What?
Paul.
Yeah, no, actually, technically, here, I'll give you a quick timeline. Born in New Jersey.
You're born in New Jersey.
But no, I moved here.
What's up, New Jersey?
It's a wonderful state. Bruce Springsteen, Brian Fallon, and me. But
We like to shout out hometowns.
yeah.
So-
Well, no, but I mean, if you're going to boil it down, so born there, moved here at a young age, Bloomington, then South Minneapolis, then St. Paul.
I guess, do we shout out Bloomington?
So
Is
you're-
it like,
Yeah, it's
I'd
got
rather
it's got
shout
them all.
out I want to shout out the Irish town. Do you know the town, wherever the family's from, wherever
Sure, yeah.
What's the name?
I got a bunch of relatives in Emyvale, County Monaghan, and in Castletown in the Bear Peninsula in West Cork.
Castletown. Emyvale. What's up? Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Give a big shout out to my I believe she's my second cousin, Miriam, my mom's cousin's kid. So that would be second cousin?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll just go cousin. We'll round up or down. However.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Everyone's cousins.
So Patrick, when you are working,
Yes.
everyone's got a certain style, a certain thing they like to focus on. What would you say is the reason people come back for your service? Is it you're an excellent cocktail maker?
No.
Is it that you're on the point, making sure that they got drinks and food in front of them and they're always good? Is it just you got clever banter and they enjoy your company?
First and foremost, at the Loon, let me.
Or is it the beautiful face?
It's definitely not that. But going back to making a cocktail, apparently I make a really good martini. Know what I've never once had in my life?
A martini.
A martini. I've never had one.
That's the trick. Everyone out there, you want to make a good martini,
Just
don't
drink
know
it.
anything about it.
Yeah.
Just
I've
do your cocktail then.
Yep.
I've never had a martini or a dirty martini because I hate olives. I hate everything about olives.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like olives.
Like, if you're gonna give me the Bloody Mary, I always ask for no olives. Like, don't throw that olive in there.
I always find it's weird when people ask for a martini where they're like, I just want it filthy. I'm like, you really just want olive brine that's alcoholic? Like, because
that every member of the staff has had their fingers in at some point tonight. It's kind of disgusting.
Wait, you don't use a pick like everybody?
We do.
I'm
put on-
freaking
Everyone gets
kidding. Are you
played.
kidding me?
you don't put
At
on
the
rubber
Loon, at the
gloves.
Loon Cafe, we use picks
And
all the time.
Rubber gloves
And rubber
picks.
gloves and picks. We just don't.
We pick up the tray out of the thing, and then we don't even touch it.
No, where they don't.
Tom
reads.
Uh-oh.
Kidding.
Justin.
No, I actually love that. I love all bars in St. Paul.
That's one of our next guests. That's one of our next
That
guests.
is one of our next guests.
We'll talk to him about it. We'll actually ask him.
Well, I know.
How socially distanced are they from their
I should have known.
I know.
I never go to.
No,
No, it's hilarious though. You just like talk
does that
trash
say
to other like, no, you
Jameson
should
on
go to the Loon because those other places.
Yeah.
It'll be like a Blur Oasis thing. I'm gonna start some ungodly feud.
I know. Just
Gonna have people coming out
you know
every
what?
week.
Screw those guys.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Yeah. Oh, you want to see who's the tallest guy in St. Paul?
So it's clearly you talk trash about other places. That's why people come back for your service.
Yeah, I know that. It's here. For the record, this is because I know my coworkers are going to watch this, and they are going to nitpick everything I say.
Yeah.
It is a collaborative effort. They come back because it is a group effort.
Oh, that's cute.
Big shout out to Tim Mahoney.
Tim, we love you. We actually do love you.
And now, Chad and Gus, nice to meet you, presents Stories.
While they were building out the Loon in St. Paul, I ended up going down to a Twins game. And I had with me a very special guest, which was kind of cool. So he played he was part of the curling team for the USA curling team, Tyler
awesome.
George.
Yeah.
And we walked in there, and Tim was actually working that night, and I was like, "Hey Tim, by the way, I need you to meet a friend of mine." And all of a sudden, he brings out this. He has a gold. Those guys carry gold medals in their bag. It's like, hey, I know I'm not great looking, but I have a an Olympic gold medal.
It's like always tucked under the shirt. Anytime they want, they just go like,
yeah. So
It's like my cop friends who always have their badge. These
Oh,
guys are
yeah.
just like, I don't know if you recognize this thing.
yeah, not sure if you saw me in '86 or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, sorry if you saw me in the '94s,
Anyways,
but
ever
got
since
this
then,
beauty.
ever since then, we've
To the guys who
chatted every
shuffle
time.
around.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
He's a great guy. He's a very benevolent employee.
You know, if I recall correctly, and I usually don't, but
it's all right.
Before I even lived in the Twin Cities and I'd come to visit friends that lived here, pretty sure the Loon in Minneapolis was the first bar in the Twin Cities I went to.
While you were at the Loon, did you get their famous Grape Ape?
Oh, I did. Yeah, most certainly.
So this is where the Grape Ape started, right?
It is correct. That is correct. I don't know if it's where it started, but it was definitely where it was perfected.
This is so it's the home of the Grape Ape.
Yes.
It is coined that you guys made the Grape Ape.
Yeah, we have it copyrighted.
One of the easiest to drink, good
Well,
tasting shots.
Actually,
Everyone likes it.
what is in the most traditional Grape Ape?
A lot of love.
No. Tell
Perfect
us.
Grape Ape.
Yeah,
includes-
tell us.
Perfect Grape
No,
Ape,
tell
unlike
us.
our martini.
Love
Unlike our martini.
I should have brought the ingredients. We could have just downed them on camera. That would have been a good idea, but
we can always down
hindsight
anything.
2020.
Yeah.
So what is in the Grape Ape? The Grape Ape is Citron vodka, and we have a certain brand that
Citron vodka.
That's it.
Done.
It's like a martini.
so we've got
So we got citron vodka.
we got citron vodka. We basically sweet and sour, and then the key ingredient.
Okay, you say basically sweet and sour. Like, is it actual sweet and sour?
It is sweet and sour.
Okay, so
But the key ingredient, as we make it, and I think what really makes it, is Buddy's grape soda from New Ulm.
New Ulm, Minnesota, baby.
Locally
Home of the
crafted-
shells.
Locally
I have no
crafted
idea
grape
why I did
soda.
devil
Yeah,
I've never actually been in New Ulm.
New Ulm.
A place I've never been.
It's a very German town, actually.
Yeah.
It's actually really cool.
And
Home of shells
and
as well.
during the Plains Indian Wars, one of the only places that didn't get torched because Mrs. Gusta Shell, treated the native population very humanely and gave them blankets and stuff. And so the rest of the town got torched, but not the
So,
brewery.
Buddies.
History
See, this is
lesson.
why you're tuning into this show. You get gems like that from people that know stuff.
So, Buddies,
Pretend
Justin and I don't know
Pretend
anything.
to.
So
Pretend to
I've
stuff.
never seen buddies.
Hey, if you made that up, no
So
one
good.
knows.
Yeah. Well, no.
Yeah,
I can email him.
Yeah,
That's made up. Email him.
Do you feel like you're
Yes.
respected in this industry?
I would like to hope so. I don't know. There are probably some people out here who will watch this and want to just strangle me. But I think I would like to think that the people who matter within the industry like me.
Well, it's not that. I'm asking, like, do you feel like you're respected as a bartender
Yes.
in the world of careers? And do you feel like this has been a career choice
Yes and yes.
that has benefited?
Oh yeah, certainly. There may have been a time in my life where I would have said no, but at this point in my life, I would definitely say yes. And part of that has to do with really embracing it, and secondly, it has to do with the people I've learned from in this industry, whether it be Mahoney or Kieran Folliard or some of the other people. Big shout outs to Kieran, by the way.
Karen sounds
Why do
very,
I keep
very
saying
Irish.
shout out? What am I, like a rapper
Yeah,
from
shout
1998?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Represent. Represent on the show.
Yeah.
We didn't bring you.
But anyway,
you're
yes.
already representing.
Yeah, but-
You just gotta
Yo,
keep
this is
moving.
P. Rick. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, no.
And big up to the 312.
651 in the motherfucking house. All right.
55101 representing right now.
So
5548.
are you? I guess I don't know what your dating life is like.
A fucking mess.
Okay, no. So is it because people don't understand your hours and it's something like that, or is it just because you're a hot mess?
We're going to work on a show we're going to have a special show once. It's all about relationships because this is it's a good topic in
Holy
terms
shit!
of
Fasten your seatbelts for that
Exactly.
one, ladies and gentlemen.
service
That'll be a
industry-
roller coaster.
service industry dating.
All right.
Don't often.
Well, yeah, I'll break that down. So let's rewind to this whole relationship thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, we got off
so we all, assuming you're still in your 20s, right?
His late.
I try to do my heavy youngman.
So
his extra late 20s.
yeah, I'm
You're
extra late
20s,
20s for everybody that's wondering. I could be very early 20s too.
I think
depending on how I'm drinking.
I think we all got involved in the industry, as everyone does, and they're basically sometime between their early to late 20s. And and when you first get involved, it's just like a bang-a-thon. It is. There's no way to sugarcoat it. It is a fuck fest.
I like Bang-a-thon. I haven't.
Bang-a-thon?
Yeah, I haven't.
That's a good
heard-
term. It is.
Yeah. I mean,
everyone's
20 years in the industry, you find out what do you call it?
Call in now to the Bang-a-thon hotline.
Yeah.
We're here to raise money and awareness.
1-800. Chad and Gus, nice to meet you.
I think it's just hashtag Bang-a-thon these days.
But yeah.
But
We're available through PayPal and Venmo. Bang-a-thon, send us your money and we will help service industry people in need.
Damn it, I got off at 2 and I really need that bang. So
now I'm in my late 40s,
Right.
and I definitely tend to, ever since probably my early to mid 30s, I date women outside the industry, and they don't get the hours. They always assume that you're screwing the wait staff and all that. And it's just like, what? No, it's not the way it goes. And
it's like I've done that already.
Yeah, what am I, 25?
Yeah, what am I?
I am 32. I am not 28.
Yeah.
Darn it. I've learned that lesson
Yeah.
18 times.
But remember, you never lose a girlfriend in the bar industry. You just lose your turn.
Ships sailing in the night.
Oh my God.
That's true.
This has been wow.
Yeah.
All right.
This is me.
So tell me.
So
tell me.
He doesn't get to say this behind the bar.
Yeah.
We're not behind the bar.
Yeah.
We're
Behind
here.
the bar. Listen, honey.
We're here for people to learn more about what it's like to be behind the bar.
Yeah.
Speaking
Well,
of,
I feel like the best person you can date would be somebody that was in the industry at one point, got out of the industry, so they understand what it is. And yes, there's always going to be like that, but it could work.
I think maybe you're right. Yeah, I would say that's about right. But then also other times they're just like, I got out. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Leave
and
me
that's
alone.
crazy.
And now, Chad and Gus, nice to meet you, presents Stories.
In the 20 years of your life,
The 20.
How the 20 years of your bartending?
yeah, of your
20
bartending
21.
life,
The
21, the
yeah.
21, the freshly aged 21 years of you
Yeah.
being in the industry, what is the craziest story where you had to kick someone out of your bar?
I don't know if it's the craziest, but one of the funniest ones
Yeah.
is so I was working at a bar in Midway, which I won't mention because
There's a lot of non-mentioning.
Non-mentionings, yeah.
It's like, I've been around. I
Well,
can't.
no,
I worked there for.
If you didn't watch Gus and I's last episode, we talked about like all the things you shouldn't do behind a bar. Other than mentioning Bedlam, which is closed,
Yeah.
we didn't mention any place we did those things at.
Yeah, it could have been at any place.
Totally not our current jobs.
Well, anyways, anyone who knows this place, anyone who knows who I am, knows this place. So it's an Irish bar. It's in the Midway area. But anyways, I was.
Yep, we already know.
Yeah. Anyone in St. Paul's like know it.
Yep.
I was working one night, and this dude comes in. He's obviously like mentally altered, and he's got a power drill on him, like he's Outlaw Josie Wales. It's like hanging off his hip like in a holster. And I go,
oh shit.
I go, what's that? He goes, it's none of your business. I go, actually, no, it is my fucking business. Tell me what that is. He goes, it's none of your business. I go, that's it. I'm not fucking serving you out. And then he starts getting lippy, so I have to start escorting him towards the door.
Is this a turf club?
No.
Cordless?
Yeah.
So
that would have been really...
Oh yeah.
that would have been really awkward if it was...
Yeah, if it was a corded drill, yes, that would have been awkward. Okay, so keep going.
Yeah.
So what?
So I'm escorting him towards the door, and the owner of the establishment is behind me, and yeah, he's not a spring chicken, but he's a dude who grew up in a fucking farm in Kerry, so he knows how to take care of himself, right? And so this guy, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, just throws a haymaker over my shoulder at the owner. The owner starts returning fire. I'm in between two of them, and the owner has like total like old man strength, you know. And so I'm like keeping him back, and his son, who's a good friend of mine, is captain on the fire department. So we get the guy around the corner.
I feel like that's that one time when you can punch the owner and say it came from somebody else.
If you wanted to, you stuck one in.
You're like,
you stuck an elbow back to the face.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was trying to help you.
Yeah.
In hindsight, I probably should have.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
give me that double again, Clopin.
So myself and the owner's son, whose name will not be discussed,
Yep.
we get him around the car and we just teach him some manners. And the guy has the cojones to call the fucking cops on us. And so I'm just sitting there doing my job. The owner's son's on the corner having his beer and blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, St. Paul PD show up the front door. We're like, oh, shit. But what the guy...
SPPD, stay safe, baby.
Yeah, they're great guys.
Yeah.
And what the guy didn't realize, he didn't realize that at the time, half the SPPD were drinking in there, and that the responding officer, the guy who patrolled the neighborhood, was a guy who went to college with both myself and the owner's son. So he shows up, and he's like, so did you guys tune someone up around the corner? We're like, we wouldn't do that. And
no, we didn't.
Are the cameras around that corner?
And we're like,
of course we didn't.
We're like, Officer X. Yeah, I'm like, Officer X, will we do this? Are we those type of people? We're like, you know us. He goes, yeah, I know you, and that's the fucking problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes, I'll tell you what. He goes, my partner's out back taking a statement. I have to come in here and act like I give a flying fuck. He goes, get me a cup of coffee. So we give him a cup of coffee. We sit and we were talking about the twins for a little while. And he goes, all right, that's about the time it takes to get a statement. I don't want to see either here for any reason for the rest of the night. Good night, gentlemen. I just walked away.
Oh, man.
So I think that's a good one.
Yep, that's
And that's a true St. Paul story, folks.
These stories have been brought to you by Chad and Gus. Nice to meet you. Stories.
What time is it, Chad?
Is it time?
I think it's time.
To review the reviewers?
to critique the critiques.
Oh, do we read online reviews?
Yeah.
We're gonna ask you about reviews of the Loon. We're gonna we play a little game.
Bring it on,
we
bitches.
guess the stars. We guess what they rated it.
All right.
But then we also talk about what we think about. Gus has already previewed some of them, and he's got a few.
Yes. All right. So I don't know if you read reviews.
There's
No.
a bartender there.
He
It
goes,
looks like
no.
there's a bartender there. It looks like his name might be Tony or.
For Gus.
Okay, yeah.
That's gonna be my new bartending name. People are gonna be like, "What's your name?" I'm gonna be Gus.
No. So clearly my full name is not Gus.
Is it Gustafson?
But what I've been going off of is, hey, my name is Gustin.
It's
It's like
English.
Justin with a G, but it's Gus for short.
Is it
That's what you would go
Gustavo?
for?
It's Gustavo.
Gustavo.
Yeah.
See,
But
see how multi-ethnic I am?
Can I start
You
calling
see
you
that?
Tavo? Can I start calling you Tavo?
That I would punch you in the throat.
Tavi? What about Tavi? It's like
Actually,
Like Ricky Tikki Tavi?
Yeah.
No.
Tavo's kind of badass. So, hey,
Too
Tavo.
bad, Tavi.
It's like me calling you Ad. Or
That's the last name, I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
How about,
hey, Mr. Wick.
Wouldn't it be,
No,
No, that's way too cool for
wouldn't
you.
it be like some...
Oh, I already told people that like they
Wait,
think.
are you Chad Wick?
No, everyone thinks my name's Chad. Or they like, is your full name Chadwick? And I was like, if it was, you'd only know me as Wick. I would never have used Chad ever.
What is, like, I think
It's not.
I think like Loco Tavo sounds like some type of like Cypress Hill type shit. You should go with that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I was gonna try to do a Cypress Hill verse right now, but
Although it'd be Tavo Loco.
yeah, Tavo.
Tavo Loco.
Hey, so Tavo Loco, Holmes.
Saw the shotgun, hand on the bomb. 40, puffing on the blunt.
That is not a Cypress Hill song, but
It is. It's off their first album. It's a do good do.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
of course, it's made popular by
Scoop.
Method Man and Redman on the Blackout album.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they stole it from
They did.
All right,
Be
You did,
Real,
you're right.
DJ Muggs,
you're right.
and Sendog.
You're right.
The three members of Cypress
You
Hill.
are right about that.
Alright.
I know I'm
And-
right, or else I wouldn't have said it.
Yep.
So check this out. All right.
I hope people once
That's
again
why
I
my
get right.
recollection is
So
not right.
yeah.
Anytime.
That's why the Loon wasn't the first place I went to.
Oh, you're gonna tell me I'm wrong? I'm out of here. Yeah. I hate this place.
Don't tell me what I know about Cypress Hill.
I'll see you next week.
bitches.
You don't know what I know.
Deuces, bitches.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna read this.
All right, review number 1.
Review number 1:
Uno.
great food and service.
I like that.
Docked a star because parking was difficult, but worth the walk for their chicken tenders, fries, and chili.
That is definitely our. Menu. So I thought you.
Well, I'm glad they didn't
No.
come in there.
Oh, I thought you were saying that we had to guess the establishment.
No,
yeah.
No, it's totally from
Alright.
the Loon. It's totally
This
from
is
the
from
Loon.
the Loon.
Alright.
You just guess the stars.
All right,
the stars.
I'm going
1 through
with
5.
3. This sounds like someone who had given us a 3.
Well, they did.
And we really can control street parking, you asshole.
No, that's exactly like really. That's on you.
So I found out that the Loon was going in, and I actually applied for the Loon
Yeah.
to go work there.
Sorry about taking
And-
your job.
Oh, no, I couldn't afford it anyways. It was too much for me. But
What? That made no
Getting a
sense.
job is too costly.
I thought it was like you couldn't afford me.
no, well, parking in downtown sucks.
Get a fucking life. Don't go online and review restaurants.
What do you think it is?
You know,
I'm
it's.
going 3 stars.
I seem like that's. I feel like it's a nice. It's nice, and then they actually made mention to dock a star. It's going to be 4 stars because they were going to give 5-star because they seem like nice people that also are misguided in terms of what it means to review a restaurant.
Yeah, they refused street parking, not a restaurant.
Till this day, Chad is still 100% correct.
Damn! I don't. Why am I good at this?
I don't know.
It's ridiculous. It's like I write reviews.
I was gonna
I
say,
don't-
are you the one who goes? Is
That's
that
my,
you?
It's my
Is that
martini.
you?
No, it's my martini. I don't write reviews or read them.
I guarantee-
Somehow I critique a good one.
Guarantee you, I'm gonna get you on this one. I guarantee it.
Sweet. Pull it up.
I I will give
I'm
you
gonna pre-guess 1 star.
$10 if you get this right.
All right.
$10.
Should we
All
put
right.
the money on the
No, he
table?
needs to put that up. I don't
I left my wallet.
I don't need your $10.
I left my wallet at home. Can you
This
pay
is
for
a-
me this time?
It's a source of pride now.
All right.
All right. Good comfort food in pleasant atmosphere. Looks like it could be noisy. Got a booth. Like, I don't
Wait, hold
even
on.
understand.
Wait, hold on.
That almost sounds like beat poetry.
Was that a haiku form?
So like I said, good
I feel like
comfort.
someone
Was
should
that
be
575?
I feel like someone should be playing like a stand-up bass.
So like I said, good comfort.
Good comfort.
Food
Got a
in
booth.
pleasant atmosphere. Looks like it could be noisy. Got booth. Close your eyes. I'm gonna show the people this, just because I know you're gonna get this wrong.
All right, they see it? All right.
Yeah. All right. All right.
All right, I'm going 3.5 stars.
You know what's throwing me is the looks like it could be noisy. Looks like it could be like it looks like it could be
Like
noisy.
you drive by and you go, that place looks like it could be noisy.
But they got a booth, so
But
they're
they-
Does the booth stop the noise? Does that have? Is that? Are those independent thoughts or are they linked? I want.
And so, what is the?
Hold on, you need to answer.
What did you
that's-
guess? Did you guess?
My
it?
guess was 3.5.
You can't give
Well,
answers. So you
I
go,
mean, well, one
the-
person did write in their own.
yeah.
So you could
Yeah.
be right, but
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with 3 stars once again. My go-to.
I really like because you say I'm not going to get it. I want to say it's a 5-star review. I really want to go there. I'm doing it. I'm calling 5.
I want you to go there.
I'm going 5.
Did he nail
He
it?
fucking got it right.
There's the check.
If you didn't prompt that, I wouldn't have guessed
I
that.
know.
You kind of helped, but I also was like, but something I don't know
Wow,
what
that
any
was
of
good.
that means.
Is
I don't
this
know what
is
any
this
of
off
that
of Google or
means.
Yelp or?
Yeah, so this is just all the reviews basically that
Facebook. Whatever.
yeah.
All right.
So now I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna read this review to you, and then we're gonna talk about this because this is what comes out. My hummus had no flavor. My tortilla was dry. Do you guys have tortillas? First off,
We have tortillas, but not as part of the menu. They're kind of a side to our incredible chicken chili.
yeah. Okay, so you
I had
did
that recently.
something extra and special. Yeah. So the cheese was sour. The grilled cheese had no flavor, but it had a lot of textures, which is confusing. The water was really good though, and the fries hit.
I'm glad that we did not screw up the water. That would have been some like Flint, Michigan type shit if we
oddly
fucked
enough,
up the water.
Compliment is the water was really good.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and
I liked
let's-
breathing while I was there.
Let's guess. Let's
There was
guess.
no arsenic in
Yeah.
anything.
Let's guess on the stars.
Uh,
How many stars do you think?
well, I'm guessing with that probably about 1.
This is harder.
No.
That's a 3.
The water was good,
Yeah, that's a 3. That's
we
a,
do have
that's
really
a
good
3.
water.
No,
and
it's a
their
4.
fries hit.
No, that's a 4.
What does it mean that the
I
fries?
changed it to a 4.
It just
They
basically was
popped.
like you just gave them McDonald's fries when they were hungover as hell. Is what happened.
I'm going 4.
I'm going 1.
Oh my god! I should have made it better.
I'm going to say that the.
Is it 3?
It was a 2-star.
Really?
comment.
Well, you know what?
Wow, that's the first one I've got
Whoever
wrong.
said it
I
was
think
probably
in
a
the
1-star
history
customer,
of
so I'm going
wrongness.
99 points. Screw your 100% average.
That one is.
So
That one's tough. That's a very tough one.
I did not nail a single one of those.
So clearly you don't read your
No,
own
it is not.
But there's the thing. So now we're
It's
sitting
not
here,
a science.
right? So the kitchen kind of whatever messed up, or it's maybe not a mess up, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And you're the one that's taking care of the person that is now upset or
Yes.
that has had a terrible experience. Would you want somebody to tell you right off the bat, like, hey, can I, by the way, I did not love this. Can I get something else? Or somebody they ate all their food, but regardless, they're going to go ahead and write a bad review.
I would say the former option, and you hit on one of my pet peeves. If someone takes a bite out of something and they have a legit complaint, I have no problems with it. I'm just like, sorry about that. We'll comp it and we'll get you something else. Great. Now, if someone eats every goddamn crumb on their plate and then they're just like, it wasn't what I liked. Can we comp all this? It's like you ate every goddamn morsel. And then they're the type of people who go online.
Yeah.
This means going online, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, it means
universal.
Yeah, going online. You're either playing air keyboards
Yep.
to a Thompson.
Keytarring.
Yeah.
Well, I think keytarring.
No, that's air guitaring. That says air guitaring.
No, but if you go online and write a hostile review and you ate everything, you're a coward. If I give you something and you say sorry, this is not up to expectation, this is subpar, we're generally very, very good about going,
and
sorry.
Most people are. Like, that's the thing. But a lot of customers don't know. If you don't like the thing, but if you tried it, you thought maybe you're trying a new thing. And then you were like,
well, that's a little different, though. That's different. If you're trying something new and you don't know what to expect, that is not our fault. If you're ordering the chili and you go, this doesn't taste like cheese.
Well, so, I mean, I guess I mean it more in the terms of, like, you're ordering something you haven't tried there and you're not sure how it's presented or whatever.
Okay.
And then you're like, oh, this is not what I was expecting.
Yeah. I've even said to people, I've hyped, people who don't know what they want, and I've hyped some of the stuff that I like off the menu. And I'll say, get it, and if you don't like it, I'll gladly buy it for you.
Yep.
Now, if you get it and you eat, once again, and you devour the entire thing, and then you claim that you don't like it, that's a different story. But if you're like, it's just not my thing, I'm like, cool, I told you that I would buy this for you if you don't like it, and you don't like it, and I'll get you something else.
And a lot of restaurants are happy enough to go ahead and take care of something that you guys did not expect or that doesn't taste right. Yeah. Never be afraid to let us know what is actually going on. Like
especially if it wasn't to like your order or there's something actual, like I don't know. I've had this with like
a martini. If the martini didn't taste right,
and I've had it like breakfast places where like the eggs are like whatever I asked for them or whatever.
Yeah, and
they're underdone. I'm like, well, I don't want to eat underdone eggs.
Right.
One, they might be fine to eat, but I'm just like, no,
It's the same with...
And they're like, no, we'll take care of it.
I think the online reviews have made first of all, Minnesotans in general are a very passive-aggressive bunch, and it's just taken passive-aggressivism to a whole new level. Listen,
we're all green-lighted it.
Yeah, we're all adults here. If you don't like something, please tell us, and we'll work on it. Or
use your words.
Or even if it's not something... Yeah, don't eat it. Don't go online. Don't hide behind your words. Don't Yelp reviews, Google reviews, even Facebook.
No one wants to serve you bad.
Unless they're 5 stars.
No one wants to serve you bad things. No one wants you to have a bad time.
Yeah.
No one wants you to not enjoy what you're doing.
we want you guys to have a great time.
But we also don't know what you do or don't want unless you express it. You got to do that at the place.
And bringing that back to what we were talking about earlier about if you have to tell someone they can't have any more to drink or have to kick them out. I ran into this the other night. I was just like, hey, dude, just come back tomorrow. You're fine. Just come back tomorrow. And I generally mean that. Bars, restaurants are all in a tough place right now. We'll take anyone's money. And I had a guy.
We're here to take your money.
Yeah, we are. He was a little overserved, and I just said, dude, just not tonight. Just come back tomorrow.
No, we don't overserve people. They over-request.
Yeah, good point.
Yes, they just over-requested.
Yeah, but my point being that I told him to go. And I said, just come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, at which point, whatever flipped in his head, he became verbally abusive. And I'm just like, no, I really meant it when I said come back tomorrow. Now come back never.
Yeah.
Now go fuck yourself for life because I didn't mean that when you...
Yep.
Yeah.
All you could have done, you could have taken advantage of my generosity and
my
suggestion.
Yeah, go to the mailbox.
We've had that
That's right down the road.
Yeah, no.
So we don't kick anyone out. We just tell them to go somewhere else. Hey, they're probably...
They have 2-for-1s.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Trust me, ask for the 2-for-1s that they don't have. It's great.
All right, well, so we've made it to the point where I think it's time to wrap this show up, but we do have, in terms of last week's episode, a drawing to go through for a free art print from me for for subscribing to our channel and watching our show and liking it. The names of the people that have subscribed... And I have Gus's hat.
His sweaty, sweaty hat.
Just so everyone knows, and then, like everyone, there's all written down. Brian SPITZMULLER. I hope I'm saying all these names right.
That was wrong. That was definitely
SPITZMULLER?
It's
SPITZMULLER?
We just call him Spitz.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, all right.
I'd like to meet you, Brian. Thanks for liking the show.
I'm sure you're a very nice man.
Also, just a first initial N, but then Njenga. I hope I'm saying that right.
It's a toppling tower of a name.
We have Adam Schmoll.
Adam Schmoll, you're in
have
on this.
Jennifer Rodriguez
Jenny Rod.
from the Bronx.
J-Rod.
Jenny Rodriguez from the Bronx. That's a Wu-Tang reference. Rachel Sebesta, also, who was in contention last week for a thing. It would be terrible if she just keeps losing.
But also call her out on camera. Yeah, that's something.
No, man, edit that out. She's been a good follower, good viewer for weeks now.
Yeah.
Whatever. Either way, stirring
You're
these
the
up.
best kind of loser.
Not even looking, and it's this one. The winner is Brian Spitz.
Brian Spitz.
Brian Spitz.
He's the winner.
Victory.
You win a print. Buddies.
Brian, get a hold of us. I'll mail it to you. Whatever, we can bring it to somewhere. Gus says he knows you, so.
I don't know him. No, I just said I thought you.
Oh,
know
you
him.
don't. Oh, you just
Yeah.
called him Spitz for no reason.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you want to be called
I thought this
Spitz?
was something.
If that was my mic name, like my MC name, Brian Spitz.
Yo, I'm
I'd do
DJ
that,
because you
Spitz.
spit hot rhymes.
Yeah.
Spitz.
He
Yeah.
spits hot rhymes.
Apparently,
Yeah.
we're Cypress Hill today.
I would go by Brian, like Brine though. Brian Spitz. Like, no, I wouldn't do
I would be Bring Spitz.
Reminding you now to comment, like, and share. And then also, thank you, Patrick, for joining us.
Thank you,
Thank
Patrick.
you for having me.
Yeah,
This
thank you for
was
having me.
awesome.
Thank you, Patrick, for coming down.
I'm going to probably
And it
censor
is,
most of
remember,
the show.
The Loon Cafe
Loon
in
Cafe.
St. Paul.
But
424.
On St. Peter.
On St. Peter.
St. Peter Street.
424.
I think I have the address wrong, but yeah, I think it's 424 St. Peter. And secondly,
7th Street
do
Plaza.
not forget our brethren bar in Minneapolis either.
Yeah.
Go
And
there.
then keep in mind, if you call him Tony, you get a 10% off.
It's on him.
It's on him.
I don't 10% off what we don't know.
10% off the great
10%
water they serve.
Yeah, 10% off the great water.
Yeah, we did not screw up the water. No arsenic. This is not Flint, Michigan. We will get your water right every time.
If it looks too noisy, 10% down on the volume.
Get a booth.
Yeah.
Get a booth. I went to First Avenue.
Oh, they are padded. Maybe that's it. The padding.
Oh. So now you're in a psycho realm.
Actually, what I think it is if you look at the bar where the booths are, it's got a lower ceiling, whereas the rest of the place has a higher ceiling.
Oh.
So it's very dinny.
Yeah. All right.
That's
Very
my...
scientific of you,
Ladies
Tim.
and gentlemen, this has
Always.
been episode number 5 of Chad and Gus.
Nice.
With Patrick. Nice to meet you.
Patrick. Nice to be here, guys. Thank you for having me. I don't
Yep.
years of watching Letterman, and I don't know talk show protocol.
No, there is no protocol.
There is no
Cut to
protocol.
commercial.
We're setting precedents.
Yeah, you need to like Paul Schaefer over there.
Yeah, just to play us out.
I didn't know
And,
Spitz. I was fucking with you guys.
Oh, all right. Or like it's like we went there during a wild hockey game at the Excel and couldn't find a parking space to save our lives. Dock this place 1 star. What are you talking about?
How do you know when it's a dad joke?
I don't have kids.
Oh, when the punchline becomes apparent. Is that I didn't nail it? I know it.
Yeah,
I know
you
that
did
one.
nail it.
I know that one.
I hate this show.
Kids got jokes.
I had some Wisconsin chicks in the bar this weekend, and they were not afraid to belch. And I don't know if that makes Wisconsin girls hotter or just much
Cold?
more Wisconsin-ier. I don't know. I was
Was-
just like, God, that's kind of
But
cool.
were they like deep Wisconsin or like Hudson, Wisconsin?
Well, where's Eau Claire? To me, Wisconsin's just like Wisconsin.
Yeah. Once you cross the border, it gets different.
That's kind of hot.
It is.
Yeah, I like it
That's
now.
like a Wisconsin mating
It's like-
call, I think.
Yeah, that's probably. It is not.
No.
Yeah, it's not unattractive in the term like if you're just owning it and like, nah,
So,
what am I gonna keep it in? What am I gonna be like?
Ooh, my pearls.
so yeah.
No, that's.
West Virginia.
Mountain Mama, take me home.
We're Where's the accordion?
Yeah,
Where's the accordion?
Yeah, where
We had an accordion.
Yeah, we had an accordion before.
We had all the things
And
we
then
needed.
my fat thumb's broken. My bad.
You broke an accordion?
He broke my
Yes,
accordion just
accordion.
before the show started.
But I was walking around not around, but along the Mississippi River Boulevard today, and seriously, I'm walking, just minding my own business, and some dude on a bike rolls by and just yells, the other place where I work.
Yeah.
And that's happened to me in Uptown too, where I'll just be standing on a street corner and someone will yell out a place where I work, and like, how do you respond? You're like, all right, Target ad department, how are you?
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. You just always yell the occupation of the person you know.
Hey, Mai Tai!
Well, you know,
Or the
that's
drink they drink.
Well, so that's the thing as a bartender, actually. A lot of times you don't know your regular's name as well as you know their drink. Like, or if you don't see them for a while, you're like, vodka diet, huh? And they're like, I haven't seen you for 4 years. Yes, I'll have a vodka diet. Like, don't remember your name.
Yeah. Well, that's the one weird thing about our occupation, I would say, is that I can remember weird crap about people. I'll never remember their name.
Yep.
I remember where the kids go to high school, I remember where they go on vacation. I'll remember what they drink, but if they put me on the spot and go, so what's my name? I'm like, let's see the credit card.
Yeah. It's like,
exactly.
hey, I know your kids' names.
Yeah. I do say thank you, your name, every time after I run your credit card because I saw it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I kept it in file.
Yeah.
That's why we have dumb names like, hey, Chief, Big Shooter. To answer the original question, this is you guys are like a Gatling gun of questions. There's just questions coming at you left and right.
I mean, do you want to ask us questions? I mean,
at some point I would.
You can make your own show when you want, Patrick. This is our show.
Yeah,
This is our show.
Yeah,
Chad and Gus.
Nice to meet you.